What is up? Welcome into Driving the Nightline. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show for you today, and we got TJ and the dog. Let's go. TJ, introduce the dog to us, and hello, buddy. How are you?
I'm good, man. It's Leo, as always. He thinks he's a superstar, so he's in here jumping in whenever he can.
Leo is a superstar, and it's always good to see Leo, and Leo brings fire picks. So, hey, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get right up out of your way, buddy. You've got a bunch of us for the NFL, the NHL tonight. Let it rip, bro. What you got?
Yeah, okay. So we got 3 power play plays. We'll start with first. Penguins, 1+ power play goal at -125. They are second in the NHL in scoring power plays at 33% with 22 total goals. Going up against Anaheim tonight. They are 28th, 4 from the bottom on penalty kills with 75%. So really like that at -125. Probably why we're getting that number there. Boston Bruins, 1+ power play goal. And I realized I skipped one there, but +105. And they're going against St. Louis. Boston's 5th in the NHL in power play goals with 22 this year. St. Louis on penalty kill is 26th at only 77%. And then we got the New Jersey Devils, +1 power play goal, +110. They're taking on Ottawa tonight. New Jersey's 8th in power plays at 23% with 17 goals. And Ottawa is 31st in the league in penalty kills at only 69%. So second worst in the league. Really like that number there. And then we're jumping on the play that I put out a public service announcement, and then the Avalanche have done nothing but let me down since then, but that's fine. We are staying with it. We are going Avalanche -1.5 +124. They have 20 total wins on the season, and 17 of those are by 2 or more. So really like that. Whenever you can jump on that, get it early.
Dude, nice job, man. And you do a great job every time. I laugh like anytime. If you even make one minor mistake, like you get on yourself, you're hard on yourself, but you always do a great job, man. So yeah, we got the Penguins, Devils, Bruins, and the Lanch tonight. We're going on the puck line. We're feeling it.
Yeah, it's going to be a big night in the NHL. I think there's 11 total games, so lots of puck.
Lots of puck indeed. All right. Now, look, I know that you've got to go. So, number 1, I appreciate it. Number 2, all right, now, I know you got surgery coming up. What is it, Friday?
Yeah, Friday. So,
all right, what do you have? Rotator cuff?
Getting rotator cuff and bicep tendonitis.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I just wanted to say from all of us, hey, we're right behind you, buddy. Know that you're ready to get the surgery done and get it all finished up. You got some nice picks for us to get that thing started. So just wanted to say that, man. We're all thinking about you coming up. But, hey, you're going to be right here, baby, on the men, ready to go, getting that wing ready. I like it, man. TJ, any final thoughts before you jump out of here?
No, just appreciate you and the crew, and thanks, everybody. It's going to be a long week for me, so I will try and make sure I sneak in all those picks, but I got to get stuff done around the house, too, as well, so bear with me. We'll see you next week for sure.
Buddy, hey, we'll be bearing indeed, and you bear down, and anything you need, man, you let us know, okay?
I will, and before I leave, everybody laugh at this Pittsburgh Pirates jersey with a World Series 2025 patch on it. I didn't even take the tag off. Look, I plan on probably flipping it.
Yeah, my Titans 2026 Super Bowl jacket is coming in, pretty
sure. Should get that ordered for you as a joke.
Yeah, dude, you got to frame that. You got to leave that with the patch, even though it looks great.
Didn't even make the playoffs. All right, anyways, thanks.
Bro, you make me laugh every time. Good to see you, buddy. Be good.
Cheers, crew.
See you, dude. I love that dude, man. He kills me every time, man. All right, so Big T, love him, man. Good to see him. Yeah, no doubt. Let me put this up here one more time. So all NHL got the Penguins 1+ power play goal -125. Got the Devils 1+ power play goal at +110. The Bruins 1+ power play goal at +105, and then the Avalanche -1.5 at +124. Okay. So that's in the NHL tonight. Now, we got some NBA and college basketball, okay? So let me say what's up to everybody here. Good to see you guys. Yeah, I'll jump to all your comments here. I saw some Kyle Schwarber talk. He got the bag, didn't he? 150 milli. Nice one there for Schwarbs. Yeah, I'll get to all your comments just a second. Let me get these picks up, then let's set it up. All right, so I'm adding one play. If you joined the show this morning, you already know the bottom 4. If you didn't join the show this morning, here you go. I'm going to save you some time because I wanted to put everything together because we legitimately have like 7 sports games tonight. So we don't have a lot. Okay. So, all right, NBA Cup. We're going to go to Jalen Brunson, Knicks. All right, we're going to take him over 2.5 threes. Yep. Finally got that number down. Oh, Slick Rick, it's your birthday? Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, it's going to be a great day now. Slick Rick, man, happy freaking birthday, buddy. Oh, I hope you have a great day. You deserve it. Oh, my goodness. Slick Rick, baby, happy birthday. All right. So we're going to take Jalen Brunson over 2.5 threes of the Knicks. Okay. Now, we've got UConn and BYU, both college basketball tonight, minus 105. All right. We have Illinois money line and the Knicks money line plus 130. Okay. Carl Anthony Towns over 11, over 1.5 rebounds. I wish over 11.5 rebounds minus 115. And then Tyler Arrow over 3. Tyler Gyro Arrow over 3.5 assists. All right, at plus 115. So that's what we've got tonight. Now, like we said, we were talking about earlier this morning, this slate tonight, it's not great. Big Bruce, what's up, baby? He said, Flyers game over. Let's go. I love it. Bruce, man, good to see you. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're doing very well. Freddie Bear said, got some NHL games. Great show. Freddie Bear, good to see you, my friend. Duke is saying, hey, that better be a Skeens or Jason Bay jersey, man. You ain't lying on that one, dude. Hey, if we see Georgia, Bama for a third time, college football will be officially broken. You know what? I don't disagree with that. Let me say, and I don't mean this. All right, that's for tonight. So let's get into college football. Now, I say this agreeing with you, and I don't mean it negative to Georgia, and I don't mean it negative to Alabama. I'm a little tired of it. I'm a little tired of it, right? Like saying, I agree with you. I'm a little worn out with Georgia and Bama. But if teams keep fighting, right? And that's all we could do is just sit back and watch. But I agree with you completely that even like as SEC guys it gets, like, first off, I ain't pulling for anybody. And second off, yeah, I'm a little tired. I agree with you. I was tired Saturday. I was like, I don't even I really want to watch that. Scotty asked, do you think Diego Pavia has a chance for the Heisman? Probably not. But I mean, he's got a shot because he's there, right? But it's probably going to be Mendoza. And let me say, as much as I would love to see Diego Pavia win the Heisman, and I'm not a Vanderbilt fan at all, like by any means, but I respect everything about that dude. I wish Vanderbilt were in the college football playoff. My goodness, I wish they were. The season that they had, dude, it's not easy to do that at Vanderbilt, man. It's just not. And I hope so. But I say that as, man, anybody that's there, like, you know, Jeremiah Love, like, I don't want somebody to have to get it over the others, which, I mean, welcome to life. Somebody does, right? You get what I'm saying, though. Like, whoever takes it, I'm cool with. But we'll see. Yeah. And, yeah, I'm a Notre Dame fan, so I'm bitter. I feel you completely. I thought Notre Dame, like, I wanted Notre Dame in, too. I feel you. Yeah, say it has to go to Mendoza. There shouldn't even be an argument. Love had the best career of them all. Kids, oh God, he is. He's a freak. You know, he's an absolute freak, man. But yeah, like, and that's the deal. Is it's like I could sit here and say, look, I love, no pun intended, like all of them that are there. If any of them took it, dude, I'd stand up and clap. You know what I mean? But it's probably gonna be Mendoza. Jeff, I'm just like you. Yeah, absolutely, man. There's nothing I could take away from this kid. You know, nothing. The guy plays is just his freaking heart and guts, man. He's everything you'd want in a foxhole guy. I have. There's nothing negative I could ever say about Diego Pavia. Like, his brothers are wild, you know what I mean? But dude, he gives it all he's got. Gives it all he's got. Now, all right, so let's talk about the college football playoff. So we're recording this Tuesday, December 9th. All right. We've got a week. It's basically like we've got 2 weeks essentially. We've got this week and we've got next week. So we have time. All right. But in doing this, what we want to do is just set up the college football playoff. Now, I've got a list of picks for you so far. Okay. And Japan said, AB, are you going to break down Army-Navy game? We will. Not today, but we will. No doubt. And we'll go through every bowl game too. All right. So, yeah. But today with the college football playoff, I want to just get the conversation started. Okay. I've got a list of picks. I've got a list of, we got to look at it from two ways as well. Betting perspective, and then just like March Madness, we would of the tournament. Because those are, two different sports, right? Betting and winning. So let's go through it from both perspectives. Okay. Now, the first part. Here's what we've got. Okay. And I'll show you the lines and all that. But the first round is set. James Madison at Oregon. And these games are home games. Okay. So James Madison at Oregon, Alabama at Oklahoma, Tulane at Ole Miss, Miami at Texas A&M. So that's what we've got. Okay. Now, let's look at this. So let's start from the betting perspective as we always do. And then we'll jump into who's winning the bracket afterward. That sound good? But we just want to set this up. And then your national 4 seeds, okay? Indiana, the 1 seed, Ohio State, the 2 seed, Georgia, the 3 seed, Texas Tech, the 4 seed. How does this work? The winner of James Madison and Oregon will play at Texas Tech. Alabama, Oklahoma will play Indiana. Tulane, Ole Miss, winner will play Georgia. Miami, Texas A&M, winner will play at Ohio State. Okay, so the top 4 seeds, they get a bye. Bottom 8, got to play. Got to go. All right, so let's look at it from a betting perspective first, and then we'll look at it just from filling out a bracket. Okay, so how we always start, and we'll go through each game. Now, so this is strictly for the first round. And again, we don't have to place these. I haven't placed these yet. However, we've got a week and a half. Okay? So we're going to talk about this every day, 10 a.m. Eastern, Driving the Line. And we're going to do this together. Some of these picks we might cross off. Some of these picks we might keep. Some of them we might edit. But I just wanted to start the conversation of these games and where my brain went first, and then let's go from there. Okay? So first, Alabama plus 6.5 and the over of 33.5. We'll talk about all these games. Don't worry. I just want to go through the picks. Okay? Game 2, Texas A&M -4 against Miami. Now, with that, our work is there any way we can get this to 3? Right? I don't know that. Might not have to do that. And that's nothing against Miami. Texas A&M is just a problem. And at home. Next, Tulane against Ole Miss. That's a big spread. Tulane could play. Give me the Tulane team total over 19.5. I don't know if they win the game. Probably don't. But they're not scared of Ole Miss. I assure you that. And this is a rivalry game. Believe that. Ole Miss people know Tulane people. Tulane people know Ole Miss people. Grew up together, families together, married together. These two fan bases are much closer than a lot of people might think. They are. I'm going to take Tulane team total here over 19. Well, I've got it on the list. Okay. That's where I'm going so far. Let's talk about it. James Madison against Oregon. James Madison team total over 13.5. Can James Madison score 14 points against Oregon? I think so. I mean, Oregon is very good. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing against Oregon, but I think James Madison can play in this game. So we're going to find out. But this is where I've gone so far. And again, 8 teams, 4 games in the first round. Okay. So it's a lot. It's a tournament. It's a big tournament. Right. So I want to simplify this thing down. We're not going to jump ahead too terribly far right now. I want to keep it all just kind of contained. So the first 4 games, this is where I'm looking. What do you think? Sand, the fact that we were asking, can they score 14 points just goes to show they should not be in the playoffs, man. Watered down product. Now that's there too, because we wouldn't be asking this about Notre Dame. If JMU can run the ball, they'll score points. I think they can. Like, and it's funny, Hawk, like we've talked about Oregon all year. And I mean, Oregon's a good football team, but I don't know. All right, so let's talk about this here. So, all right, we'll get back to these. So these are the 4 that came to my brain. If you had to come up with one play, and again, just because you write it in the chat, it does not mean like, hey, you're locked into this. We're going to hold this against you. No. That ain't this show, and that ain't this chat, right? Like, we're working together, ain't at everybody's throats. You know what I'm saying? Where do you go with it, right? Like, what comes to your head when you look at each one of the first 4 games? And this is kind of where mine went. And again, we might scratch all 4 of these. We might play like, yeah, Hawk, I'm with you, man. Like, I think Madison can play in this game. Okay, so let's talk about these games. Okay. So, oh yeah, wait. I've got an AB3. All right, we also have an AB3. I have put this one in. Texas A&M money line, Ole Miss money line, Oklahoma money line, plus 219. What do you think? So these are in the first 4 games. All right, we've got Texas A&M beating Miami, Ole Miss beating Tulane, Oklahoma at home beating Alabama. Plus 219. What do you think? Now, here's the deal. If you want to replace Oklahoma with Alabama, you'll get even better odds. Not much, but Alabama's the underdog here. So if you don't like Oklahoma, you can switch that out. Now, if you wanted to take out Oklahoma, you wanted to put Oregon, you could get that at about minus 130, maybe minus 125. So, yeah. Now, if you've got a parlay, please drop those in. The ZP3. All right, plus 246. Both teams score 15. Bama and Oklahoma. Tulane, Ole Miss, Miami, A&M. Sprinkle and root for some points. I love this look. All right, hold on. Let me star that. Yeah. Phelps. Beautiful freaking look right there, Bubba. All right. Everett said off of work today, could join the crew live. Let's go. Hey, good to see you. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. All right, so let's talk about the games. Yeah, it is. Look, it is scary putting that minus 900 in. I know. I know. Oh, Hawk, that's a good point. All right, so let's break down. Yeah. Let's break down these games. So we have one game on Friday. And again, we're recording this on Tuesday, December 9th. So it's not even this weekend, right? It's the next. So we've got time. These teams are going to have a full week of practice and rest this week, and then a full week of practice next week, right? So December 19th, Friday. We got one game Friday, 3 games Saturday. It's Friday night, Alabama at Oklahoma. We just saw this game a month ago. Oklahoma, 1.5 point favorite, total of 40.5. So Freddie Bear asked, will any key players in any college football games be sitting out for the NFL? No, not for these. Now bowl games. Oh yeah, you're gonna see. Oh god, bowl games are gonna be. Freddie Bear, you asked such a good question. Bowl games are gonna be hard, very very difficult. But these will be good. So we just saw this game a month ago. Oklahoma won. Um, handled their business fairly well. Freddie Bear, thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you. That's a great question. No, great question. And we're going to be asking that in every bowl game. Luckily, the playoff games, we won't have to deal with it. But, yeah. Oh, man. Spell Dog said same odds for Oklahoma Bama money line, my book, minus 110. There you go. So it's pretty much even, right? Jared said, good morning or good afternoon, AB and crew. Jared, what's up, baby? Good to see you. All right. So Oklahoma's 1-0 in this rivalry this year. So Alabama was 1-0 against Georgia, just lost, has nothing to do with anything. But just to give you perspective, Alabama's on the other side of it this time. You're going to have both teams healthy. Okay. Oklahoma has needed rest. They're going to have 3 weeks of rest, which they absolutely need. And same with Bama, especially in the offensive line. All right. So yeah, saying on a positive for Bama, can't play much worse than they did against Georgia. Love Bama in the spot. It's factual, accurate, right? And the biggest thing was that their offensive line, man, banged up, injured, had that started. And I'm not making excuses. That's what happens, right? So the fact that Bama's going to get their offensive line, get some health, going to be good. But the same thing for Oklahoma. And Oklahoma down the street, Oklahoma all season was just as stud performance as it can get, right? Their quarterback, John Mateer, dude is just banged up left and right, and he ain't sitting out nothing. And they're winning games, right? Like Oklahoma is, man, they're a cowboy collar. You know what I mean? Like they're legit. So you're gonna get healthy on healthy. I'll say this. I don't hate the over. I know that both of these teams have good defenses, but in this one, it might get a little wild. This game might get a little wild. Yeah, San, I'm surprised Oklahoma actually made it. They scratched their clawed. You got to give it to them. No doubt. No doubt. And, I mean, I'm a Tennessee guy, right? So I saw Oklahoma come to Knoxville, whoop us up. Then they went to Alabama, whoop them up. Like, Oklahoma did it in Tuscaloosa and in Knoxville. Like, this team is battle-tested, man. For real. It's going to be a war. All right. I again, they both have very good defenses. Oklahoma has an excellent defense. But I really don't mind the over here. We'll talk about it. We're going to see where this goes. Where do you think the total moves? You think it goes up? You think it goes down? Yeah, that defense is no joke. None. Both have excellent field goal kickers and will utilize them for sure. Yeah, Sant, you love the over. When you have that much time to prepare, I feel like it favors offenses more. I agree. And the biggest health situations are going to be positives for both of them. That's both offensive lines and John Mateer, being 100%. It is going to be a fight. But again, I go back to the picks. We've got Alabama plus 6.5 and the over 33.5. Okay. So we don't need a lot. 20-14 gets us home. And Alabama plus 6.5 obviously has to be a part of that too. But here's the other thing. Okay. So look at this. Alabama plus 6.5 and over 33.5. Now you can maneuver this to Alabama plus 7.5, but you're going to have to take that total to over 30, I think 35.5. 34.5 might be like minus 130. So if you want more points with Bama, and we normally don't tease college football games, but these are kind of more played like NFL games. If you want to go Bama plus 7.5 and play, an over 35.5, or you could play at the under. You could take Bama plus 7.5 and under like 46.5. You could do it that way too, or you could move the number around with Oklahoma if you want to, right? Like you've got options in this game, and with it being sitting a total of 40.5, yeah, you could maneuver how you want, right? And it might be like how we saw last night. We saw multiple teasers hit, right? Eagles plus 3.5, Chargers plus, obviously they won the game outright. Yeah, this game could be similar to that. So something to think about. Now, and it's also on Friday. It's Friday night. The other 3 games are on Saturday. Okay? So, saying I'm honestly betting that as we speak. I like how you've been doing these teasers with the spread and total. I always only do them with other games. Appreciate the idea, AB. No doubt, man. And it's all about just trying to find any angle that we can. And, I'll say this. I watch a lot of animal documentaries, and I know that it sounds dumb, but man, the biggest thing, in hunting, big game hunting, it's not always what you can take down. It's the risk, right? Like, I might take a claw to the face. I don't know if I'm taking that today. It ain't worth it. I ain't that hungry. If we could play some of these teasers and play some of these team totals and options, man, we could take this risk out of it. You know what I mean? But it does take some work. And hey, any of these games that you look at that way, let me know. Drop them in. Would love to play it as well. So that's Friday. Okay. Now, the other 3 games are on Saturday. So let's start these. So, again, Alabama, Oklahoma. Yeah, we're getting that on Friday night. Now, Saturday, 12 Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. Miami, Texas A&M. Kyle Field, College Station. You know what you're going to get. 100,000 going wild. Sand said if there's one thing not messing with the Bears, don't do it. Oh, man. Jeff, I'm sitting with my 91-year-old mother at the pavilion. She's asleep, so I'm listening through my hearing aids. I'll turn the show off when she wakes up. Hey, give your mom a hug from all of us, man. That's awesome, man. Give her a hug, buddy. And Jeff, we love you, man. Miami and Texas. So, number 10 versus number 7. Texas A&M a 4-point favorite, total of 51.5. Miami 10-2 on the year. Texas A&M 11-1. We don't talk much about Texas A&M at all, but this team is efficient. They are efficient on offense. They are efficient on defense. They do not mess around. Now, Miami hit a little bump in the year, but this team's been pretty darn good. And battle tested as well. We're going to find out if that battle test has super resolve, because this is a hard game, man. But Miami's here and deserves to be here, no doubt. What do we do with that total? 51.5. What do you think about that? Texas A&M wins a lot of games like 28-6. They got some Denver Broncos in them. But Miami's wild. They can score. But will they? That is the question. And I think the question to ask this game is, how many points does each team score? Exactly. As Hawk just said right here. It comes down to Beck and if he's throwing picks or not. Bingo. Nailed it. Said it better than I did. If he's out here throwing picks, which this Texas A&M defense can very much make you do, okay? Miami might not score much because this A&M defense, they don't need help. And when you give it to them, go look. They are brutally efficient, okay? So the question, I think, we've got A&M -4, but the question to ask is, really, how many points do you think both teams are going to score? Hey, Texas A&M might not get to 30. The under 51.5 is very in play. Big Joe, what's up, baby? Said Diego Pavia's Heisman odds up to +600 from 1,500. Mendoza down to -1,000 from -3,000. Tell me my Diego Pavia Heisman ticket isn't dead yet. Let's go. Japan. I have said Japan. Joe, dude, we all have nothing against Mendoza. We all love him. But if you get a big ticket like that, you know I'm pulling for you, baby. Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. All right. I got to start that too. Hold on. That's great. Beautiful. All right. So game number 2, Tulane and Ole Miss. Ole Miss, a 17.5-point favorite. Total of 56.5. All right. This game's in Oxford, Mississippi. Beautiful Vaught Hemingway Stadium. Have sat in there many times. The Grove is wonderful. People are wonderful. Oxford's a great place. So's New Orleans. It's a vacation spot for a lot of people in Oxford. You can sometimes, head down to wherever you want in Mississippi, go gamble, or you can just go big, go down to New Orleans. Mississippi and New Orleans, or Mississippi and Louisiana might as well be one state, for real. You got a lot of movement in between, right? So what I'm saying is that not everybody might be aware with Tulane, but these two fan bases absolutely know each other very well, right? Tulane used to be in the SEC. Tulane has an SEC championship now. That's a long time ago, but just saying that they know each other. There's gonna be a little hatred in this game. So 17.5 and a total of 56.5. So here's what the books are doing. Let's think of our key numbers: 7, 14, 17.5. They're betting on a lot of people who are going to bet Ole Miss, and they're going to make you pay for it. All right, let's look at that total. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56.5. You notice that? The books are saying the same thing. We don't know what to do. Because why? Well, arguably the most important person and the highest paid state employee of the state of Mississippi is gone. Head coach Lane Kiffin, no longer there at LSU. So defensive coordinator Pete Golding is taking over. Pete Golding used to be defensive coordinator at Alabama when Lane Kiffin was an offensive coordinator there. All right. Don't know how Pete Golding's going to do. He's had good games. He's had not so good games. But you've got 4 LSU assistant coaches that have stayed or actually gone back to Ole Miss to help prepare and coach for as long as Ole Miss is in the playoff, and then they'll go back to LSU with Lane Kiffin. So the question is, how important was Lane Kiffin to Ole Miss? What is his value? What is his worth? Call plays, right? Now you got a defensive coordinator taking over. He running the offense? Now, everybody's aware of the offense. Everybody's been running it. No problem. That said, though, what happens if this game gets tight? And here's the thing. The reason why I said all that at the beginning about Tulane and Ole Miss knowing each other is that this is the worst matchup that Ole Miss could have had because Tulane knows Ole Miss. All right, and it means a little bit more. Not to use that cliche, but it's like playing in-state teams. You know, sometimes you don't want to do that. I want to play somebody that I don't know, and I want to pound them. These dudes played against each other in high school. Like, they've dated the same girls. Like, I'm telling you, these people know each other. Ole Miss, if I'm Ole Miss, if I'm coaching Ole Miss, Hoss, we better come out and score in the first quarter and the second quarter. I want 30 points at halftime because Tulane could score too. And the longer that you screw around in this game, oh my heavens. Now, what Tizzle just said, fact. That's why Ole Miss is a 17.5-point favorite. They're really good. All right. But we got to figure it out from a betting perspective. I'm pretty sure Ole Miss is going to win this game, but minus 11,000 or minus 900. We can't bet that. So I like Tulane's team total here. All right, we've got Tulane team total over 19.5. So think of the key numbers in football. 3s and 7s. 7, 14, 21. We could even get 3 touchdowns and miss an extra point. Or 7, 14, 17, 20. Right? Again, Tulane could get to 20 and get boat raced, and we still hit our bet. Now, the other question would be, is anybody playing Tulane plus 17.5? Because you're getting on the right side of the hook. That's a lot of freaking points. And that total scares me. It frightens me. Hawk, the rhythm of calling plays is what they'll miss the most from. Absolutely. LSU just paid $90 million for Lane Kiffin. He's got value. Right? Hell yeah. Yeah. So that's the question that not only are you and I together asking, the books are saying the same thing. Like, we've never seen this before. Usually teams in the college football playoff, their coaches aren't leaving. But here you go. Now, James Madison and Oregon. Oregon up to a 21.5-point favorite. That is a lot of points. All right, again, look what the books are doing. 7, 14, 21 and a half. They're going to juice you on that. Okay, so we have James Madison team total over 13.5. Can they score 14 points? That's it. Now, Oregon, very good football team. How good? I don't know. That's the question. I don't know. And I don't know what you're going to get. Because Oregon could come out and have an excellent game. But that excellent game could be, hey, offense didn't really show up, but defense was solid. Held them. Offense could show up, defense. I mean, Oregon is color of the grass in the fall, man. You don't like it being that color? They just wait till tomorrow. It was yellow yesterday. It'll be red today. It's tough, but man, they're really good. And I really like Dan Lanning. I really like this Oregon team. I love everything they're about. Yeah, Tizzle, Oregon is 12.5. First half minus 12.5. I think they got that. I like that you're getting the by up 13. Yeah. The under 13, no doubt. Sorry, I spliced what you were saying. Yeah, you're getting it under 13, 12.5. And I mean, if you're Dan Lanning, you're saying, fellas, do not screw around. Kyle, Oregon doesn't have to worry about style points now. They get a comfortable lead. They might pull back the reins. That's a good point, too. All right. First, Kyle, great to see you. Second off, That's another great point. Like, these are NFL games now, right? Perfect mentality. Exactly, Kyle. Thank you. Let me put that up there again, and I'll read that. You get a couple lead, they might pull back the reins. Yep. Ole Miss could too. I mean, we saw blow. Look, go back to last year in the first round. Blowouts happen. Ohio State. I watched Tennessee get we got our brains beaten in the first quarter, and the rest of them. Oh, man. Hey, champion, I got to give some love here. Arizona Wildcats are premier college program and national power. If I'm a top prospect, that's where I want to play. What a great program. Bear down. And the Cactus. There you go. We are all for recruiting in the chat. I'm down with it. I respect it. Take your shots anywhere you can get it, champy. Nice job. Well done. That's how you recruit for your program right there, baby. All right. So, James Madison, man, 14 points. Can we get to 14 points? Now, what are you doing with that Oregon team total, right? That number's big. What is it, like 35 and a half? It was a big one. So, there we go. Now, let me put the picks back up here. Again, this is just the first round, right? So, and this is our starting list. So, if you want to lock it even in, do your thing. But what we just wanted to do was just kind of get the conversation started. And we could start to see where the line movement's going to go, because we're going to see, obviously, what's going to move it. Our betting shows talking about it. And obviously, all of us bettors across the world, look at it, all of us connected, right? So yeah, all right. Alabama plus 6.5 and over 33.5. Texas A&M -4. Tulane team total over 19.5. James Madison team total over 13.5. So there we go. So that's the first round, and no need to go further in terms of the betting part of trying to project. It's way too early for any of that. Don't need to do that. You know what I mean? The color purple can do amazing things in Autzen, baby. There we go. Man, I've heard a lot of talk about Washington's defensive coordinator. A lot of schools want him badly. Tennessee being one of them. Saying, give me John Cena to win the final match plus 700. Can't believe you can actually bet on this. You know what's funny? Saying, I tell you this. I've got a surprise for you, okay? Let me give the picks one more time, and then I've got something I think you're going to enjoy, okay? I love where your head's at. So, tonight for NHL, all right, Penguins, 1+ power play goal, -125. Devils, 1+ power play goal, +110. Bruins, 1+ power play goal, +105. Avalanche, -1.5. +124. All right, that's NHL tonight. Okay. Jalen Brunson, over 2.5 threes, -120. These are all tonight here. UConn money line, BYU money line, -105. Illinois money line, Knicks money line, +130. Karl Anthony Towns, over 11.5 rebounds, -115. And Tyler Hero, over 3.5 assists, +115. Now, all right, so Sam was saying, give me John Cena to win the final match plus 700. Can't believe you can actually bet on this. Now, here's the question. Does he win? Is it? I believe it's tradition that you lose, right? Traditionally, he shouldn't win, but I can see a swerve win. Tickets to the show are like $2,000. There you go. There you go. Johnny Boy said, like the Avalanche against our Preds tonight? Yeah, probably so. All right, there we go. All right. Let me write that down. Well, we got the 1.5, but yeah, I know what you're saying. All right. Okay. So, all right. It's funny that you said that, because I had a little idea in my head. For anybody who may not have been watching college football this year, but does or have, well, let's say has watched wrestling in their life back to the glory days, and pick whichever era you that to be, because wrestling's been doing it for a long time. But said to myself, okay, how can we have a tournament except we need to use WWE former superstars and WCW to compare and have a real tournament, a Royal Rumble, if you will. Okay. So here are your teams again: James Madison and Oregon, Alabama and Oklahoma, Tulane and Ole Miss, Miami and Texas A&M. Waiting on them: Texas Tech, Indiana, Georgia, and Ohio State. Well, okay. Guess we need to decide which team is which legendary wrestler, and it's time to have a tournament. I've gone through the books, the history books, Jim Cornette himself, and said, how can I perfectly, accurately describe who these teams are? You ready? Let's go. James Madison's the big boss man going up against Chris Jericho, Oregon. All right, big boss man trying to lay down the law. Not a lot of moves in this move set, but if he gets you down, you're going to be in trouble. And nobody breaks the law around the big boss man. Watch out for Chris Jericho, though. All right, can get down in multiple ways. He can lion tame you. Hey, he can take down big game. Do not sleep on Jericho. Don't do it. All right, Alabama and Oklahoma. We got Ric Flair versus Arn Anderson here, boy. Ric Flair, the old school. Does Rick have one last go in him? And he's got to go against his best friend, the enforcer, Arn Anderson himself. And Big Arn's already taken down Rick once. What's Rick going to do? Can Rick get out of this one? Here we go. Tulane, Jake the Snake Roberts, baby. You got to look out. You don't know what you're going to get with Tulane. And they know you better than you know yourself. I'm telling you, Ole Miss, watch out. Here's the problem. Ole Miss, you're Jeff Jarrett. I don't know what federation you're in. You're in WCW. You're in WWF. You're in WWE. You just started TNA. I don't know what's going on, Jeff, but I do know that you usually got the book behind you, baby. All right, now, I'm not saying anything negative like that, but Jeff usually gets the job done in games like this, matches like this. Jeff Jarrett against Jake the Snake. Look out, buddy. Look out. Now, Razor Ramon, a little easy here with Miami, but it fits because Razor Ramon never got that title run, did he? Now, Miami's had him back in the day, but it's been a long time, man. But look out. Do not let Razor get you in the Razor's edge, because it's going down, baby. Don't let him do it. But here's the problem. You're going up against the excellence of execution, Bret Hart himself. Razor, I know you're strong and you're big. Here's the problem. Bret, they'll twist you like a pretzel. You're going to have to get out of it. You're going to have to be technical wrestling. And guess what? Bret's got strength too. He's the all dude, man. All of Canada. Man, look out, buddy. All right. That's going to be a fight. Now, Texas Tech. Look out. All right. Got the Undertaker. Though you do not want to cross Texas Tech, because you don't know what is about to go down. But he doesn't need the title belt. Undertaker handled business on his own, but he's got the title belt now, the Big 12, and he's coming for it. You're going to deal with it, all right? The Prince of Darkness himself, and you got to go to hell to do it. I don't know if anybody's got this one. Man, Indiana, Stone Cold Steve Austin. You hear the glass break, you can go ahead and Google me. All right, Signetti's letting everybody know. All right, I'm coming for it. I'm going to sit on it and count. Anybody who wants some, I'm taking you, anybody who wants some. Gonna cut epic promos doing it too. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, Georgia, look out, because Shawn Michaels, my man, he can take down big game, he can take down small game, and everybody in between. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart said it himself. All right, the only problem with Shawn Michaels is that he knows how good he is. Georgia can get down in any style of game, and do not sleep on him, because the second you do, All right, little sweet chin music. They'll put you out. Do not sleep on Georgia. Do not do it. They are way more versatile than you think. And then finally, Hulk Hogan. Dude, RIP to the Hulkster. All right. Somebody's got to slay the giant. You know what? And Hulk Hogan, he didn't take a lot of losses right in the middle of the ring by pinfall, but he just did. All right. He might say it's a technicality. All right. Little writing of the book, so to say, but he lost. And now you're getting Hulk Hogan ready to go right here. And here's the next part. All right. Where are we going? Let's fill out the bracket. How do you want to get down? You want it on this? Let's go by wrestling style. All right. I think Oregon's going to get James Madison. Chris Jericho is going over the big boss man. All right. I know we bet on Arn Anderson, but do not sleep on Ric Flair. Don't do it. Do not do it. Ric Flair, I'm going to put it right here in the bracket. Watch out, Arn. You know what Rick will do anything. He'll do anything to get over. Look out, buddy. All right, Jake the Snake, no DDTs here. We're going with Ole Miss. All right, Jeff Jarrett's going to get over. He's going to do it. He's getting the belt. All right, and we're going to have to go with Bret Hart. All right, Texas A&M going to put Miami out, even though Miami, full respect, got here, deserved to get here. There we go. Now, let's talk about it. Oregon and Texas Tech, Chris Jericho versus The Undertaker. I think Texas Tech's going to be too strong for him. I think it's going to be too much. Now, I respect Oregon, respect everything about them. If they got to the quarterfinals, that's a good, solid one. That said, I'm going with Texas Tech over Oregon. Alabama and Indiana. Stone Cold's going over in this one. Now, here's the problem. If you bet Oklahoma, I get it. Or bet. If you pick Oklahoma to beat Alabama, I get it. I think either one's going to fall. I'm going to take Indiana here. I know we got Alabama. We've got Oklahoma in an AB3. But I got Indiana going over here. Going to have Texas Tech and Indiana in the semifinals. Sorry, Jeff Jarrett, not happening. Georgia, I've got Georgia over Ole Miss. Shawn Michaels going to take out Jeff Jarrett. And I've got Ohio State taking out Texas A&M. Sorry, Bret Hart, ain't going to happen. The Hulkster going to get you. Now, semifinals, Texas Tech and Indiana. That would be a heck of a game. I think we're going to see it. And I've got Texas Tech going over Indiana. We'll see if we get this game. This is just a fun bracket. But like we said, I think this Texas Tech team's for real. I think that they are. And I think they're going to show it. So I've got Texas Tech in the national championship. And sorry about it, Shawn Michaels. All right, I know you sold heavy for the Hulkster. He might be throwing you over the top of the ring here, too. I've got the Hulkster going. So the national championship, Texas Tech and Ohio State. I'm going to go with the Hulkster here, go with Ohio State to win the national championship. But I'll tell you this, it's going to be hard to pull against Texas Tech in anything because, my goodness, man, this team is a lot of fun. So if you want the actual look at this, I've got Oregon and Texas Tech in the quarterfinals, Bama and Indiana, Ole Miss and Georgia, Texas A&M and Ohio State. I've got Texas Tech beating Oregon, Indiana beating Alabama, Georgia beating Ole Miss, Ohio State beating Texas A&M. Semifinals, Texas Tech, Indiana. I'm going to go with the upset. Give me Texas Tech in the national championship. And then the other semifinal, Georgia and Ohio State. If we get this game, my goodness, man, this would just be unbelievable. But I'm going to roll with Ohio State there. And going to roll with Ohio State to win the national championship because they're just that good, man. But, yeah, and Hawk said it. This seems so right with Hulk's creative control. Said one last leg drop for Hulkamania. There we go for the Hulkster, baby. One last leg drop for you, man. All right. So there we go. I hope everybody had a lot of fun. All right. We've gone for an hour. I've kept you like 6 hours today. AB, tag Adam Lefko when you post this. Hey, I absolutely will. I definitely will. Oh my goodness. Hey, and I'll post it. And yeah, you guys, yeah, feel free to tag anybody. So that, and I hope everybody has fun with it. And if like wrestling folks tear it apart, it's perfectly okay, right? Like I'm all in for the fun, all in for all of it. So yeah. That'd be great. All right. Anyways, hey, love y'all to death, man. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. And then we'll have a crew exclusive tomorrow night as well. We'll have 3 shows tomorrow there. So perfect. All right, everybody, have a great afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow. Best of luck on these bets. Let's get it. Peace.
Who's got it better than